So I'm sharing my screen. Let me know you can see or not. Yes,
I
sir.
can say so.
See, in yesterday's the first class, it was first class. In the demo class, just I have given some idea about what is Angular, okay, and what we can do with this Angular. So those concepts we have discussed. So just 5 to 10 minutes brush up, okay. So Angular, you understand some points. Tell me what is Angular. It is, yeah, framework. It is framework
of TypeScript.
of TypeScript. Okay, so to implement dynamic web pages. So is it client side script or server side script?
Client
Client
side.
side.
Client side script.
Is client side. Yes, Angular is the framework of TypeScript. We are using this framework to implement the dynamic web applications. It is client side script. So Angular JS is also there. What is Angular JS? So it is
JavaScript.
framework of JavaScript. So version 1.x series we are calling as Angular JS. From version 2 onwards, 2, 3, 4, 5, all these versions till now we are calling as Angular. Okay. In Angular JS, the packages they developed by using JavaScript technology. In Angular, those packages they developed by using TypeScript. Okay. So you want to work with Angular JS, you need to have idea on the JavaScript that concepts. You want to work with Angular, you should know the TypeScript concepts. So that is the difference between these two. Okay, and few more differences we have. I will discuss those differences later. Anyhow, now in companies we have openings with Angular. In companies we have openings with this Angular. Okay, fine. Now, the, already I told you client side scripts we are using in which point of view. Yeah. So here there are so many reasons to use the client side scripts. One is to apply dynamic functionalities on HTML controls. Okay, yes. So all HTML controls are static controls. Those controls you want to convert as dynamic controls. Then we are taking the support of client side scripts. And the next one, to validate input controls. Okay, validation point of view. Okay. So then also we are using this client side scripts. Next one, to execute logics in browser. Yes. So in browser you want to run any logics, then also we are taking the support of this client side scripts. Okay. Next one, to work with Ajax. Ajax concept is there. What is that? One second.
Asynchronous JavaScript.
Ajax concept, to work with the Ajax concept. Then also we take the support of this client side scripts. So in Angular, HTTP client is one service. So this service support we are taking to work with Ajax. So we will discuss how to use the Ajax and how to call the API services using this Ajax. Those concepts I will discuss with you. So these are the main reasons why we are using these client-side scripts. So initially, programmers used to work with JavaScript, but these days, okay, many programmers they're using next level technologies of JavaScript like so Angular, React, etc. Okay. Now compared to the JavaScript, what are the advantages we have? That overview idea also I have given to you. Okay. So now if you come to this point, the supports yes data binding concept. Okay. So this Angular is supporting data binding concept. So advantage of data binding is we can bind data. Data means nothing but a variable with HTML control. Okay, we can bind a variable with HTML control. That is the concept of data binding. Now, once you bind a variable with HTML control, what the advantage? The updates of variable, okay, will affect on the HTML control without any logics. No need to write any logics. Direct those updates are affecting on the HTML control. For example, if you modify the value of variable, those modifications directly will apply on the HTML controls. That is the data binding concept. Okay. Suppose data binding. Next one, single page applications. Yes. So we can implement single page application. Means what is single page application? Without sending a request to the server, we can navigate. User can navigate to the next pages. Every time, no need to send the request to the server because all these templates initially loading into the client's cache memory location. So from there only client is navigating to the other pages. I told you we are spending around 1 week to 10 days with the single page application concept programs. That time only we are discussing how to work with this navigation and nested navigations. Okay, redirections from one page to another page, nested redirections, and login concept, logout concept, and router guards. Okay, these type of all concepts we are discussing in this point. Okay, supports that single page application concepts. Okay. So next one provides provides many services. Yeah, services we are using in functional point of view. Just I told you to work with the agile concept. So HTTP client is one service available. Okay, like that here we have different types of services. These services we are using in functional point of view. Okay, so if you take JavaScript to work with agile concept, we need to write number of lines coding. But in this Angular, it is very simplified code. So provides many services. Okay, and next one here supports many validation states. Yeah. So you want to perform the validations, form controls validations that time. So it is providing template driven forms and reactive forms. Okay, these type of forms we have. So by using these forms we can validate the input controls. Means we need not execute any logics in this point of view. Supports many validation states. Okay, next one here supports material design controls. Yeah, by default this Angular is providing material design controls. So in Bootstrap, generally material design controls are available. For example, if you take Gmail, the Gmail text box, when you click on the text box, some text is moving up direction, right? So that is material design control. Like that, material design text box, material design button, radio buttons, different types of controls are available. So that support also directly is providing for us. Is it clear? So it is supporting that material design controls. Okay. Next one here supports design patterns. Yeah. So this Angular is supporting design pattern, that is okay. So controller basic design pattern. I will show you that one. So sorry, not controller, component basic design pattern. So we are creating the components. What is component? I will discuss with you. Anyhow, these design patterns are useful for us to simplify the coding and for reusability. Okay, to simplify the coding as well as for reusability. In that point of view, we are taking the support of design patterns. Okay. Next one here provides a structure
We have a full stack Java
to
session.
implement logics. Yeah, here this Angular is framework. If you take React.js is library. Angular is framework. Okay. What the difference between library and framework? The library functionalities we can use as it is, but you want to enhance those functionalities, not possible. But framework functionalities we can use as well as we can enhance. Means you can customize according to the requirement. Okay. Yes. Yeah. So we can customize according to the requirement. That is one point. And second point is framework is providing one predefined structure for us to implement the logics. Okay. But if you take library we are using in another logic. Means if you take React is a library, so that we are using with JavaScript. Okay. Inside the JavaScript code we are using that React library functionalities. But Angular is the framework. Okay, this framework, inside the framework only we are directly writing the logics. Like that here, so these are the main advantages which we have seen. Supports data binding concept and single page application. Many services we have and many validation states we have, and it is supporting many filters. Okay, we can call them as pipes also. Yesterday I told you. So these filters support we have. Filters we are using to change the data from one format to another format. Okay, to change the data from one format to another format. For example, date conversions are there, date format conversions. Then we are using filters. Or else, for example, here, so one number is that you want to convert into rupees or dollars. Then we are taking the support of filters. Like that, we have different types of filters. Okay, these filters support we are using here. Yes, so supports the filters are types, we can say this. Okay, now I will explain you what are the types of types we have and how to work with these types. All these things we will discuss. Like that, compared with JavaScript, we have many advantages in this Angular. So that's why in companies these days, so they are using this Angular to develop the client-side logics. Okay, for server-side logics, yesterday already I told you. So in companies they are using different technologies like PHP, ASP, JSP, like that. In client-side point of view, so generally JavaScript, but now the next level technologies of JavaScript like this Angular or React, these technologies they are using here. Okay, yes. So these are the basic points which we discussed, and this Angular, who implemented this Angular? So already I told you initially Misco Avery. Okay, so in 2010 he released the basic version, that is 1.0. One of the employees of Google Corporation. Okay, and he implemented this Angular in the year 2010. And what the version of this 1.0? Is it clear? Yes. So later they added more features and released the other versions like 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, like that. Okay, in 2016, the year 2016, so 2.0 is released, and 1.0 or 1.1, 1.x series we are calling as AngularJS. They used JavaScript to develop the packages. From 2.x series onward, they used TypeScript. So that's why simply we are calling it as Angular. Okay. So that's why Angular is released in 2000 and AngularJS. If you take here, so Angular is released in 2016. That version is 2.0, and AngularJS released in 2010. That is 1.x series. That is the concept of this. Is it clear? Fine. Now these are the points which we discussed. Which organization is maintaining this Angular? Okay, Google Corporation. It belongs to Google. Okay, yes. So this is the basic overview idea I have given again. And now we are discussing why they use a TypeScript in this version 2.0. That is very important in interview point of view. So simply they're asking, in Angular JS they use JavaScript, and Angular they use TypeScript. What are the reasons behind that? Okay, so that point we are going to discuss. Before that, you have any doubts, you can ask. Abhijit, Nalla, Vardhan, Hanumant, yes, Shobha, Vinay. Any queries, any questions?
Sir, today evening
What
we
is the
have a
difference
phone,
between client side and the server side scripting languages?
So client-side scripting, server-side scripting. For example, yeah, if you take Facebook example, okay, Facebook homepage. That Facebook homepage, both client-side script and server-side script is available. So now if I type in my system, okay, for example, open this Chrome and www.fb.com I have opened at facebook.com. Now my request is sent to the Facebook server and the page is displaying. No? So means some data is downloaded. So that information displays. So in this point of view, the original client-side script of this page is downloaded into my system. Means HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React script, everything is downloaded into my system, and in my system it is executed. So that's why if I right click and select view page source, now you can see the script is available here. Means client-side script is downloading into the client system and it is executing in this client system. So in this same Facebook, server-side script is there. That server-side script PHP they use it here in this Facebook. Okay, so that's why here if I type /index.php, so same page it displays here. Okay, so because Facebook server-side script is PHP. Okay, in case if I use JSP here, then it displays some page like this. Okay, something like that. So this is not a valid page actually. Then login is changed like this. The Facebook server-side script is .php, and here also you can see that file extensions. Here you can see PHP and .php. So here you can see the file names, everything here. Okay, yeah. So this server-side script, the code is not downloading into the client system. Okay, that code is running in the web server. Only result is coming. So if you observe this area, login form. Yeah, I will tell you one scenario for you. Yes. So now if you take login as one use case, what are the phases? You want to work with the login concept. So how many phases we have in this login concept? How many steps to finish this login? First we need to design login form. Second one, validate. Okay, controls. Third one, okay, send. Controls means what are the controls? Username, password, data to server. Okay. Fourth, take username, password, or email ID, password. Okay, some websites they are using username, some websites they are using email ID. So valid or in, you need to check that. Okay. Next one here, redirect to either welcome page or valid user. These are the main steps which we have in this concept. Okay. In login concept, if you observe here, okay, first we need to define the login page. After that, we need to validate the controls. Okay. And next one, send controls data to server. And next one, username, password, valid and invalid, and redirect to welcome page. These are the general steps which we have. Now here, see in this page, this is login page. So you want to design this page. Actually, we are taking the support of HTML, CSS. Okay, these technologies. Okay, to place the controls here, HTML, to apply the borders and this button background color, everything we are using CSS. This technology we are using here. So that is UI designer role. Okay, UI designer is working on that. And validations point of view, when I click on this login button here, so we are getting these error messages. Okay, something like this error messages we are getting here with this some symbol like that. Okay, so in this point of we are taking the support of client side script. What the client side script we are using now? Angular here. Okay, so means in browser only, browser itself we can check this text box is empty or not, and this text box is empty or not. This type of information we can see in this browser only. So we are validating in this browser. For that, no need to go to the server. Actually, some websites validating the server also, but most of the websites they're validating where in browser only. So here only they're checking this text box is empty or not, and password text box is empty or not. These type of validations. For example, if we enter here ABCD, okay, so then is it valid email ID? It is not a valid email ID. The format is not valid email ID. So these type of validations we are performing client system. So client side script is executing in client system with the help of browser. So in that point of in old days JavaScript we used to work, but these days Angular we are using. Next one, sending data to server. Okay, so how can I send the data to server? So now we are using the mechanism Ajax. There are two ways we have. One is submit by using form submit button. So we can means insert the form with the help of submit button. We can send the data. Data means nothing but this text box values, right? So we are sending the data to the server. But here submit concept, these days we are not using the submit concept. Mostly we are working with Ajax to send the data, because Ajax if I use only this text box values I can send. In case if it is submit concept, entire page is loading into the server. Means it increases the burden on the network traffic. That's why, so these days we reduce the usage of the submit concept. We reduce the usage of submit concept. Instead of that we are using Ajax. So you want to work with this Ajax, compulsory we need to use client side scripts. So what is the client side script we are using here? Angular we are using here. So once you send this username, password or email address or password to server, there connect with the database and check that username password is registered in the database or not. In that point of view, so we are connecting with the server. We are connecting with the server database. So in this point of view, client side script is not useful for us. We are taking the support of server side scripts. Okay. So client side scripts are executing client system. Server side scripts are executing in web server, and database is presented, website database is presented in server machine. So that's why in order to connect with the database, compulsory we need to use server side scripts. Then server side programmer is creating the API services to check that username password is valid or invalid. In that point of view, so ASP technology or PHP or JSP servlets or Node.js, like that we have different types of server side scripts in this step. Okay, now that server side programmer is creating API services. That API services he is receiving the data which we are passing from browser, and that data he is checking with the database whether valid or invalid. If it is valid, he is passing one value. Okay, if it is invalid, failure value he is passing. Based on that value, again we need to send that user from this login page to same error page or welcome page, right? So in that point of view, we are using the client side script for navigation. I told you a single page application, nothing but routing concept we are using to navigate from login page to welcome page. Like that here, see if you take this simple login concept, so in this validations and sending data to server through Ajax and redirection. In these 3 point of views, we are taking the support of client-side scripts. Is this clear? Yes.
Yeah,
And
yes.
here designing point of view, we are using HTML, CSS. It is not coding, it is static content for the designing purpose. And the dynamic functionalities, we need to write the logics. Those logics, 2 types we have. One is client-side logic, another one is server-side logics. Client-side logics are executing where? In browser. Server-side logics are executing in server. So for example, I want to display the data in the tabular format. Okay, so from database I'm fetching data and I'm displaying the tabular format. So row wise, and for every row in last I want to put delete button and update button. Yes, when user click on this update button, I want to display the text boxes to update the data inside that row. In that point of view, we are using client-side script. Okay, like that, what are the operations we are performing on the browser? In every point of view, client-side script is required. Okay, the client-side script is required. That is the main concept. So in this scenario, so we can use JavaScript, we can use, but JavaScript problem is coding point of huge coding it requires, and not supporting the concepts like single page application, data binding, like that. These concepts not supporting. So that's why we are working with this Angular or other next level technologies. Is this clear? Yes. So here I told you TypeScript is required to learn this Angular, and the TypeScript you need not learn anywhere. Here only I am discussing the TypeScript. Once we clear with the TypeScript, then only I will start the Angular concepts. Yes, initial some days we are spending with TypeScript. So without knowledge on the TypeScript, you cannot understand anything in this Angular. So that's why first I am discussing the TypeScript. After that only I am starting the Angular concepts. Okay, yes. Any more doubts, Abhijit? And Vardhan, Hanuman? Yeah, you can ask me, have any more questions. So where client-side script is executing? In which location?
Client system browser.
Yeah, every browser contains interpreters to run this client-side script. Okay, so when the page is downloading from server, original client-side script also downloading here, and it is executing in the client system. Is it clear? So yesterday I told you one example. So calculator program you want to make, right? Yes. So in that calculator program, user will enter some numbers, and when he click on the plus button or minus button, so then we need to display the result of those numbers. So in this point of view, this calculator program we can implement by using either client-side script or server-side script. Yes? Yeah. If I implement using client-side script, then for every operation the code is executing where? For every operation where that code is executing, client system or server machine. If I use client-side script, so if for
Client.
plus button or minus button, where that code is executing, where it is running?
In client side.
Client system.
Client system. If I use PHP or JSP servlets or any that ASP, then where it is executing?
Server side system.
Server mission. So which one is taking much time?
Server side mission.
Yeah, because when user click on the plus button or minus button in his system, means user means nothing but client. Okay, here client. So don't think client is the person who is paying money for developing the project. Don't think like that. In our point of view, client means who is using our application. That person we are calling as client. Is it clear? So when user or client click on the plus button, so if it is Angular code or any other client-side script code, so it is executing in his system only. That's why you can see the result immediately. In case if it is server-side script, the logic is implemented with server-side script, he has to go to the server, and for that it is taking some time. It is depending upon the network traffic and internet connection. So that's why user will get some delay to see the result. So that's why most of the logics we are implementing with client-side scripts. Okay. what we can't handle with client-side script. So as I told you now, okay, already I told you, database, you want to connect with the database or server, okay, so compulsory server-side script is required. In this point of view, client-side script is not being supported. Got it? And sessions you want to create, compulsory server-side script. And tokens you want to create, then server-side script. So in that point of view, in websites we are using server-side scripts. We means server-side programmers are involving there, and remaining all concepts implemented with client-side script. That is your responsibility as UI developer. Is it clear? Yes. So any more queries? Yeah. Actually here, if you take the different designations here, UI designer. Yeah, UI designer means who is working with these designing forms. Okay, so who is creating user interfaces. That person we are calling as UI designer. What the technologies he is using? HTML, CSS. These are the technologies, right? Next one here, UI developer. Yeah, who is working with these front-end technologies like Angular, React, Vue.js, okay, and Vanilla.js, Backbone.js, like that. This person means who is writing the front-end coding. That person we are calling as UI developer. Okay. Next one here, server-side programmer, who is implementing the server-side logics by using JSP, ASP, PHP, okay, Node, like that. This person we are calling as server-side programmer. Next one here, full stack programmer. Who is full stack programmer? Who is working with both UI development as well as server-side coding. Yes, UI developer plus server-side coding, including database like Oracle or SQL Server, etc. We are calling as full stack program. Means full stack program is working both these two sides, okay, front end as well as back end. Okay, and we have the next name, that is mean stack. So mean stack programmer is same as full stack programmer. Okay, so mean stack programmer. So in which areas full stack programmer working? So in the same areas mean stack programmer also working, but programming stack is different. Full stack front end we can use any technology like Angular, React, or Vanilla.js, like that. And server-side coding, Java, .NET, and PHP, anything. And database, SQL Server, Oracle, MySQL, anything. But when you are coming to the main stack, it is specific stack. Okay, so specific stack, which collection of technologies. So MongoDB, Express, JS, Angular, and Node. This combination. Okay, so it is full stack development only. But what the programming stack we are using here? Technologies, MongoDB, that is for database, and Express.js, that is the framework of Node.js, and Angular, that is for front end, and Node, this is for back end. So this combination also is available. It is also having much demand in this software industries, but right now you will become as UA developer. Once you have good experience with this UI development, after that you can go with that mean stack development also, okay, to extend your, okay, so professional career. Then you can go with that the mean stack development also. Okay, so these are the different types of roles we have. And I told you AngularJS. AngularJS is implemented using what the technology? JavaScript. And Angular package that they implement by using TypeScript. Now, what are the differences between JavaScript and TypeScript? Why they used it? Why they changed the technology to download the packages of Angular? Means any more advantages we have in TypeScript compared with JavaScript? Yes, definitely. What are these advantages we will discuss? Okay. So this is one common interview question. So what are the differences between JavaScript and TypeScript they're asking? So those points we are going to discuss now. After that, I will discuss the differences between AngularJS and Angular. Okay. After that, I will start the concepts of TypeScript. Is it clear? Yes. Okay. Now here, the thing is, what are the differences between the JavaScript and TypeScript we are going to discuss now. Now, so now here, if you take JavaScript, JavaScript is loosely typed script. But if you take TypeScript, TypeScript is, it is type safe. Yeah. So what is loosely typed script and what is type safe? That I will discuss with you. Yes. Before that, you have any more doubts in your mind, you can clear those things. Any more queries? No? Okay. Yeah. So in JavaScript, at the time of variable declaration, we are unable to provide the data types like number, string, boolean. These type of data types not possible to provide. Is it clear? Yes. Simply we are declaring the variable like where serial number is equal to 100 like that. So this is the name of variable and this is the value. We are not providing any data type. And don't feel where is data type. Where is nothing but the scope of variable. So from where we can access that scope, we can decide by using where. It is not data type. Data types are nothing but number, string, boolean, like that. These are data types. Okay. So if you take JavaScript is not supporting any data types, and TypeScript is supporting data types. Okay, that is type safe. So here JavaScript is loosely typed script, I told you. So means we can store 100 here. Now in next line I can store that Scott. Because this serial number is not restricted with any specific data, that's why we can change any type of value into this variable. So it causes some memory leaks sometimes. That is the main issue. But in TypeScript, you are providing a specific data type, means we are allocating the exact memory to the variable. So that's why there is no chance to get the memory leaks. So that is very type safe for us. That is the main advantage of TypeScript. Okay, so TypeScript is supporting different types of data types like number, string, boolean. Like that, we have different types of data types here. I will explain those concepts later. So this is the first difference between JavaScript and TypeScript. So this point is clear. So any questions you want to ask in this point, you can ask me. Yes. So what is loosely typed script? What is the meaning of loosely typed? Tell me, Ramesh. Shobha.
We does not have any data types.
Yeah, any data types. We are not restricting a variable with a specific data type. That's why that variable value, anything we can pass. Sometimes if the bytes are changing, there is chance to get the memory leaks. So that's why here in TypeScript specifically they use the data types here. They introduce the data types. So because of this data types, that's restricted value only we can store in that variable. Okay, not any kind of value. That is the main. Okay, next one here. JavaScript is interpreted. Okay, and TypeScript is compiler script. Yeah, what is the difference between interpreter and compiler? For example, you are implementing one program, it contains 10 lines or 20 lines like that. Now you are running that program, you are executing that program. If it is interpreted script, then what is happening? Line by line it is executed. Yes, it is executing line by line. If there is any error in the specific line, it stops the execution there. It stops the execution there. That is the concept now. Okay. And for example, I have 10 lines code and I got error in line number 3. Okay. Then interpreted script is showing that error. It will not check for the next lines. Once you rectify this error and re-execute, then only it is going for the next time checking. Is it clear? Means as a programmer, you cannot see all errors at a time if it is interpreted. But compiler is not like that. It will run, execute, it will check all lines of the script and displays all errors in single shot. So we can rectify all these errors at a time. Okay, that is the main advantage. And moreover, so interpreted script is a little bit slower than compiler script. Okay, so that is the main advantage. So TypeScript is compiler script. So we can see the all errors at a time, and it is faster also. Is it clear? Next one. So JavaScript is not supporting all OOPS concepts. TypeScript supports complete OOPS concepts. That is one more advantage. In JavaScript, classes we can create, inheritance we can use, but you want to work with this, yeah. So polymorphism, okay, or overloading. So these type of concepts are not possible. Namespaces you want to get, these are not possible because it is not supporting the data types. So some many OOPS concepts are not available in JavaScript. But if you take TypeScript, TypeScript supports any type of object-oriented programming. That is the main point. Is it clear? It is supporting more OOPS concepts. Okay. Next one here. JavaScript is not good to display errors, and TypeScript displays any type of. In errors point of view, JavaScript is not that much friendly to display the errors. And sometimes we are missing the meanings also. Okay, it is not providing the specific reason why this error is getting like that. This type of issue is there in the JavaScript. But TypeScript, if you take here, in this point of view, the errors display point of it is very clear. One simple example I will show you. Okay, then you will get some clarity in this point of view. I am creating one program.
ఓకే ఇప్పుడు మీకు ఈ 1 మంత్ ఒకటే ఎక్స్ట్రా యాడ్ చేయమంటారు సేమ్ సర్టిఫికేట్ 1 మంత్ ఎక్స్ట్రా యాడ్ అవ్వాలి ఓకే సరే మాట్లాడి మీకు మళ్ళీ అప్డేట్ చేపిస్తాను
script open tag script closing tag.
ఒక నిమిషం పోగొట్టుకోండి
So in the script open and closing tags, just I want to use like one function I'm creating. Simple example only can easily function fn1.
సర్టిఫికేట్ పంపించారు కదా
So in this function let we are using to display the message box. So hi message I have given. Now I am calling this. So this demo.html, this function I am displaying hi message. So let me run this demo.html. Yes. So display the hi message. So now if I call function 2, it is not available. It is not available. That's why we are not getting any message. And how can you see the errors in JavaScript? Right click inspect and this inspect console. If I go with the console, so it displays the meaningful error only. Function is not defined. In this point of view, it displays that meaningful error. Now come back to this function 1. Yes, run this. So you are getting that hi message. Fine. Now here I am taking two variables x comma y. Okay, and here I am passing 10 comma 20 something. So here how many arguments I am passing? It 2 arguments, 2 variables are there. No issue, you are getting this hi message. So in case if you pass 30, now is it matching with this arguments list or not? The values which we are passing matching with the argument list or not? That is my
No.
question.
No.
Okay, so here I am displaying X also, let X. Actually, in this point of it is not valid, but it is running that script and not displaying any error message related to this. So same if you take TypeScript or Java or .NET or any other technology, you will get the error message, mismatch arguments count. Yes,
Yeah.
but here it is not giving any error message. Is it clear? So like that, for example, I have given x comma y comma z I have given, and let x plus y plus z. What is the result we are getting? 60 is the result we are getting here. And here I am using one more variable comma a. I am performing operation with that a also. So now see how many variables we declared in this signature. 4 variables are there, but how many I am passing? 3 variables. Now here further it is not raising any error message. It is called that function and not a number, that related message it is getting here, but actually it should raise one message here. So with the function arguments are mismatching with that content, it should raise one message. That is not done. Okay, like that. So in errors point of view, displaying point of view, I mean in errors display point of view, it is not that much user friendly, programmer friendly. But TypeScript, the same scenario, if you observe TypeScript, definitely displays one straight message to you. Yes, arguments count is not matching. Not only in TypeScript, Java, .NET and other technologies also, same message it is given for you. Yes, that is one more some issue in this JavaScript. And here next one, coding point of view, TypeScript is very simple than JavaScript. Yes, TypeScript coding is very simple than JavaScript coding. So what is TypeScript here? TypeScript is superset of JavaScript. Yes. What is the meaning of superset? So it is supporting the all features of JavaScript. Additionally, more features it is supporting for us. Okay. So additionally, more features like namespace concept is there, and data types concept is there. Complete object-oriented programming concept is there. Is it clear? Like that, many more features are available here. So these all features are available in this TypeScript. And JavaScript, it is the product of which company? Anybody have idea? Netscape Corporation. Okay. So don't related JavaScript with Java. Okay, Java is different, JavaScript is different. Okay, yes, it is the product of Netscape. TypeScript, yeah, TypeScript the product of the product of Microsoft. Angular is the product of
Google.
Google. React is the product of Facebook. Okay, like that here, TypeScript belongs to Microsoft Corporation and JavaScript is the Netscape Corporation. TypeScript is nothing but the superset of JavaScript, and it is simple programming than JavaScript. I will show you one example in this programming differences. When I start the TypeScript concept, that time I will explain one example. So same code in JavaScript and TypeScript, these two programs I will show you. Then you can easily compare the differences between these two programs. Okay, same concept. Okay, same concept to JavaScript program and TypeScript program. You can easily compare the lines of this program, and it supports the data types, object-oriented programming support, and many functionalities things it is supporting. And next one it is comparison. Okay, TypeScript is comparison. That's why it is faster. Like that, these are the advantages. Due to this reason only in 2.0 version, from 2.0 onwards. Okay, so from 2.0 onwards till now, how many versions they release? All versions they use TypeScript, and further versions also they are using TypeScript only to develop the packages. Is it clear? So to develop the Angular packages. That's why in order to consume, in order to access the Angular packages, we should know TypeScript knowledge. So that's why first I'm discussing the concepts of TypeScript, then only I will start the concepts of Angular. Is it clear? So these are the main differences between the JavaScript and TypeScript. So I think you got some clarity about this. And in our flow, running classes flow, you will get more ideas about these concepts. Yes. So now, what are the differences between Angular JS and Angular? That concept I will discuss in next class. After that, I will start the TypeScript concepts, and then it will take around 15 days like that to close the TypeScript concepts. Once those complete, and then I will start the discussion of Angular framework structure, everything. Okay? Yes. Fine. I told you yesterday, once again I'm repeating. So we are discussing the complete concepts of Angular. Those are available in the course content is available in the Durga front office. You can collect that course content for revise. And we are discussing the database connectivity and the API service calls, integration with Bootstrap. Okay. And the next one, integration with the font awesome icons. Okay. And next one, material design controls, third operations, like that. So promises, observables, okay, and RxJS packages, okay, how to work with this RxJS reactive extension of JavaScript, okay. That is one third-party package we are using for asynchronous calls and Ajax concepts, like that. So complete, okay, concepts we are discussing here, and some part of mini application also I will show you. So concepts wise mini application I will show you. Okay. Yes. So any more queries? And course duration is minimum 60 days it will take, no doubt in that point of view. Sometimes it may extend to 1 week also, or 1 week to 10 days. So don't fix before the 60 days. Okay. So 60 to 70 days you can fix in all times. Okay. Yeah. So any more queries, any more questions you have, you can ask me. No other queries, right?
Hello, sir.
Tell me.
Yeah. Sir, after completing this course, Durga is going to provide the interview calls or not?
Interview?
Interview calls provide or not?
See, interview calls means, okay, so if any company is visiting us for the interviews openings, okay, then we are offering those things here. But this is not job guarantee program. Is it clear?
Okay.
So here, technical point of view, we are providing 100% stuff to you. And sometimes some companies are visiting Durga South. So if any company visit, then that information we are providing, they are conducting one exam. Okay. But it may happen or may not happen in this path. I don't. Is it clear? Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
But this is not job guarantee program. Means some organizations they are charging 30,000 like that, and they are telling job guarantee. We are sending you to the companies like that. But it may success or fail. Okay, we are not taking that type of risks here. So complete technical knowledge we are providing. So see this. Why should we pay 30,000, 40,000 and without any guarantee? Yes, if you learn these skills, okay, you can easily apply resume and you can easily get the job. That is very helpful to you in your work environment also. In that environment, you can easily work. Is it clear? So first try to get the complete knowledge, then you can easily get the job. Many calls are there. Once you upload your resume, definitely you will get many calls in short span, and it can be easily placed in the companies. Okay, if you have technical strength. Yeah. So I will provide you the videos. I told you now videos I am providing to you. And this demo video already uploaded, I guess, in YouTube channel of Durga Soft. Check it out. So up to demos videos are available in YouTube channels. Once these demos completed, means within 3-4 days they are closing the demos, then link will change. Demo means don't expect the repeated concept every day. I will discuss new concepts every day. Demo means pre-link. This is pre-link. So it maintains up to 5 days like that. After that, payment link will change. So that time, I will provide you the videos to your drive access. I will provide you the drive access. Okay. Yes, that videos I am providing and class notes I am providing. The programs also I will upload into the drive. You can access those programs. Okay. Yes.
Sir, after the demo classes, it will be like a continuation with the regular classes, right?
So all are regular classes only. Link. This is free link. It maintains up to 5 days like that. After that, payment link is coming. So the time slot, everything is same.
Okay.
Won't change. Okay, because I have there is no scope to change also because I have morning 7 to 8 one slot is running and 8 to 9 for you. Okay, next 9 to 10 another slot. After that, my office timings will start. Okay, I work with one company that times will start. That's why this is fixed time.
Let me see
Okay,
and
it will not change.
Thank you, sir.
Any more queries?
Certificate.
Fine. The next class.
Yeah, I found somewhere that Angular is a MVVM architecture, and
Yeah.
somewhere it is found that component bits are there. And
The
like
component
వాళ్ళకి
is
ఇద్దరు పంపిస్తారు.
this we are creating the
మన
components.
క్లారిటీ కోసం చెక్ చేసుకొని అంటే ఎప్పుడైనా నచ్చిన
I will explain how to create the component everything. So class notes I told you now after link change at that time I will give you the drive access then I will get the class notes. Okay. So in the, these 4 or 5 classes notes you want to get, so it will directly send to your mail ID. But in this gap we have to register. Okay, then only our mail ID is available. So if you register with the Durga sound, then they will send the notes of today's class and tomorrow like that. So after payment link, I will provide the drive access. Okay. So that class recordings are available up to 6 months. Okay. Up to 6 months, those recordings are available.
Yeah, hello sir.
Yeah.
Any offline batch is available for this or only online?
So right now, I'm not looking for any offline batches because
For this batch, this is only online class for 8 to 9.
yeah, this is online.
Okay.
We don't start any offline batches. Not we. So Durgas have started some offline batches also, but I don't start any offline batch. Everything is online only.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, fine. See you next class. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
అదే లింక్తో పాటు జాయిన్ డీటెయిల్స్ సెండ్ చేయండి.
Sriman sir is the online trainer, ma'am. I will give the online counselors team number. You contact them. They will provide the details about that. They will. Actually, Sriman sir is online trainer, so they will give the clarity. Like if they are confirmed with admin team and they will provide the like re-access to attending the class. Yeah, I will give the number. Note it down. Seven 721 2427. Yes, ma'am. Yeah. need a trainer. Sir, I got a call from your side, sir. Yeah, okay, sir. I will give you online tips.
See, I'm sharing my
I
screen.
will.
Please let me know if you can see.
Yeah, yes.
Yes, sir.
Morning, God. Yeah. Yeah. So in last class, just I have given some idea about what is Angular, and we also discussed the differences between JavaScript and TypeScript, right? Yes. Now we are going to discuss. So what are the main differences between Angular JS and Angular? These points I'm sharing with you. Okay. Yes. Before that, any questions you want to ask me, you can ask. Any questions, any queries you want to ask, you can ask. No doubts. Okay, fine. Let me open these notes.
Same folder, sir. Same folder. You are attending same session. So you can have.
Yeah. Yes, I'm going to discuss what the difference between. Okay.
Once you attend the class tomorrow and if you are not getting videos in same folder, means I
One
want to
second.
contact the download page. But you will online team also. Do you have an online team member? No, this is our website, sir.
Now you are not able to join.
So here, the difference between Angular and Angular JS. Okay, these points we are going to discuss. Yeah. So I think you got some points. Okay, in these differences point of view. Can you tell me one or two differences from your side? Tell me.
Angular JS is JavaScript based, while Angular is TypeScript.
Yes, Anwar.
ఈ నెంబర్స్ కాపీ ఎక్కడ చేశారు నెంబర్ ఎక్కడ
Yes, tell me one more difference.
ఏది మైక్రోసాఫ్ట్ ఎడ్జ్
Huh?
Easy and Angular JS.
Yeah. So here,
ఇన్బాక్స్ అనేది
సార్ లింక్ ఒకసారి డ్రైవ్ ఓపెన్ చేయండి.
Angular JS
ఓకే ఓపెన్
and
గ్రీన్ కలర్ షీట్
Angular differences we discuss. Angular JS it is the framework of JavaScript, I told you, right? So because Angular JS libraries are implemented based on JavaScript, Angular is the framework of TypeScript. Yes.
దాంట్లో ఫస్ట్ నేమ్ దగ్గర మీ ఐడి నెంబర్ ఇవ్వాలి.
Angular JS is the framework for JavaScript. Angular is the framework of TypeScript. Yeah, that is first point. Yes. Next,
ఐడి నెంబర్
Can you tell me one more point? According to our discussion, I am asking. So think and tell me. Yeah.
ఏమి ఇంకా చూడలేదు అయితే మెసేజ్ రిప్లై అయ్యాడే
Uh,
Angular is support data binding, and Angular JS is not
no,
supporting
no,
data
no,
binding.
no, no, no. Don't change that concept. Both supports data binding. I did not tell you anywhere that AngularJS is not supporting data binding. Okay? Yeah. So
Yeah.
version 1.x is AngularJS. 1.x means 1.0, 1.1, 1.2 like that. So from 2.0 onwards, we can call as
ఇక్కడ పెట్టేసాను
yes. So 1.x version we are calling as AngularJS. From 2 onwards we are calling as Angular. Next one. From now onwards I will tell you. So AngularJS supports object-oriented programming or not. So in AngularJS, not supporting the object-oriented programming. Okay? Yes. So because it is JavaScript based, and already I told you differences. Okay. Now if you observe this, they are not supporting all OOPS concepts. JavaScript is not supporting all object-oriented programming concepts. That's why AngularJS is implemented based on JavaScript, and that's why it is not supporting all object-oriented programming.
ఇది స్కాన్ చేయండి
AngularJS
లాగౌట్ అవ్వండి
not supports all OOPS. Angular supports OOPS.
మరి వాట్సాప్ లో మెసేజ్లు వస్తున్నాయిగా
Okay.
వైఫై కనెక్ట్ అయ్యింది దీనికి వైఫై కావాలి
Now, JavaScript, is it supporting data types? Is JavaScript supporting the data types?
No.
No. But TypeScript support the data types, na? So type, name itself, type is there. Okay, so now here, AngularJS is not supporting data types.
వాట్సాప్ లో వద్దా
Angular
ఎన్ని నెంబర్స్
data type. Yes. Yeah. Next one. AngularJS is good for data binding and single page applications, but not supports mobile apps. Okay, so it is good. AngularJS is good for data binding and single page applications, but it is not supporting the mobile apps. Means, so mobile support is not there. So if you open mobile browsers, that mobile, so not supporting mobile, okay, browsers, we can say like that. So in mobile browsers it is not executing. Okay, so that's why if the application is developed with AngularJS, so it is giving the issue in that mobile browsers. But Angular is not like that. Angular built based on mobile. So, yes, Angular especially built based on mobile support. So, which application we developed using Angular, that is supporting the mobile ability. Is this clear? Yes. Next one here. AngularJS packages are available in angular.js file. So while working with this Angular.js, so I guess in my desktop it is available, I guess, yeah. So this is angular.js file. So in this file, the Angular.js functionalities are available. We are using this file in our application. First, we need to import in our application, then we can work with that. Okay, that is about this concept. Now, Angular, actually not packages, sorry, functionalities. Angular functionalities are available in the form of Node. Yes. So these Angular functionalities are available in the form of Node packages. That is the main thing. Okay. Any more doubts you have till now? Next one. Angular.js code is visible in browser source option, but not Angular. What it is, for example, if you open any website like Google, so right click, view base source option. Here you can see this is JavaScript functions, everything. You can see that code. So HTML code is available here, CSS code is available here, and JavaScript code is available like that. So this information is available here. So this code is available, these technologies. Even you can see Angular.js code also, but Angular code is not visible on the browser source. Means the end user who is accessing our application, that user cannot see the Angular code. So that is the main point. Is this clear? Okay. So I will show you that when we start the Angular. So that time I will show you one program, the Angular.js and Angular, then you will get the clarity. Okay. Yes. Next. So Angular is providing more support in routing than Angular.js. So compare with that, Angular.js, Angular is providing many features in the routing concept. So I told you single page application, that concept we are discussing. Okay. In that point of view, we are taking the support of routing. No? So we are using routing concept. So we are creating the programs, okay, and login, logout. That time authentication, authorization, role-based authentication means providing accessibility of form, the manager, administrator, super administrator. So in that point of view, Angular is providing more support than Angular.js. Is it clear? Yes. Angular is providing more support than Angular.js. That is the main thing. Yeah. Next one here. So when you take Angular.js, Angular.js is modular program and Angular is component program. Yes, in Angular.js we are creating modules. Okay, so in Angular we are creating the components. Is it clear? Yes. In Angular, we are creating the components. Means logics we are creating in the form of modules, and in Angular logics we are creating in the form of components. So modules we are creating with functions, and components we are creating with classes. Is it clear? So that's why in programming point of view, Angular is much faster than Angular JS, and it is very flexible. So I read in some articles, Angular is 5 times more faster than Angular JS. Okay, because of the component programming. Components are nothing but the objects which we are creating to hold the logics here. These components are very faster than modules here. So modular program. Is it clear? Yes. So Angular JS is modular programming. Angular is component programming. That is the main thing. I will explain you how to create the components, everything I will discuss with you. And here object-oriented programming point of view. So it is supporting everything. Classes, it is supporting inheritance, interfaces. Okay. And next one here, abstract classes like constructors. Is it clear? So like that here, so it supports overloading concept, okay, and namespaces, package bindings, static, okay. So everything, because TypeScript is supporting the OOPS concepts. So that's why obviously in Angular they use a TypeScript for the development. So it is also supporting all these object-oriented programming concepts. That is the main program. Clear? Yes?
Yes.
Now, next. Angular is simple in coding. So Angular is very simple in coding there. So these are the basic points here, and next one,
section 20 చెప్పిందా చూద్దాం
Angular supports material design controls. So this material design controls we are using in our application. So the main advantage of material design controls, we are creating the rich look and feel web pages. Okay, so that's the main advantage of this rich look and feel web pages we are creating. So like that we are using these concepts. This is about Angular JS and yes. So any more questions you have, now you can ask me, because we are going to discuss the next topic. So regarding these points, any other queries if you have, you can ask me. Yeah. So you may have some idea, some doubt, not idea, some doubt. So is knowledge on Angular required to Angular JS? Knowledge on Angular is required to work with Angular. Okay, that doubt you may get. Yes. So here, knowledge on Angular JS is not required to work with Angular, because in programming point of view, Angular JS programming is different and Angular programming is different. To work with this Angular JS, I already told you we are taking the support of JavaScript. To work with Angular, we are using TypeScript. That's why, so in programming point of view, there are no similarities between this Angular JS and Angular. And second point, in companies we have openings in this Angular. Okay. Companies we have
section 140
that's
section
right.
140
So
ఉందా
we
140 ఉందా
we must
One, two,
learn
three
the
నుంచి ఉంటాయి
Angular
complete
concepts.
ఎట్లా
So
అసలు?
those concepts I'm discussing now.
The
So with
total
the help
sessions
of
are- how
TypeScript.
many total sections?
We don't need any old version, that is 1.x, nothing but Angular JS here. So completely we are moving through Angular, which is required according to the industry now. Okay, fine.
నిన్న joke ఏం చేసింది చెప్పండి
What are the OOPS concepts that Angular
అన్ని
JS
పెడుతుంది
supports?
నాకు ఏం ఉంచదు ఈవినింగ్
Already I told you, classes,
ఫైవ్ నుంచి నాకు
inheritance,
పొద్దున ఉంటుంది కాబట్టి ఫైవ్ నుంచి ఆమె చూసుకొని వస్తుంది
okay.
ఆమె పెడుతుంది
So
ఆమె
next
అంతే ఆమె
one,
పని
abstraction.
This you said about Angular, right?
అన్ని పెడుతుంది
I'm
నాకు
telling
ఏం
you,
ఉండదు
not about
ఈవినింగ్
Angular
నీకు.
Angular JS already told you,
నేను
Angular JS
మోనికి
not
అదే చేస్తారే అని
supporting
చెప్పి
OOPs.
చెప్పిన.
You told not supports all OOPs.
Yeah, OOPs actually, sorry.
Python
It is not support OOPs
ఇందులో
concepts,
ఫుల్
not
స్టాక్
all.
జావా చేసిన కానీ
OOPs
టైటిల్
concepts is not
కనిపించలేదు
supported.
అనేసి
So in
మళ్ళీ
JavaScript
back వచ్చి
point
మళ్ళీ
of view, I have
Angular
written that notes.
ఎందుకు ఫుల్
So if you take JavaScript,
లైక్ కన్ఫ్యూజన్ గా
yeah.
ఉంటుంటది
So
కానీ
JavaScript
ఉన్నాయి,
is
అన్నీ ఉన్నాయి
it is not supporting all OOPs now. So in JavaScript classes we can create.
SQL
In JavaScript we can use inheritance concept, but we cannot use interfaces, okay, overloading, these type of concepts. When you are coming to the Angular JS, okay, in Angular JS there is no class, nothing is there, okay. So same all I have written here by mistake, okay. It is not supporting any object oriented programming concepts, but Angular supports all object oriented programming concepts. Is it clear? So that is the thing. So I told you now, it is modular programming, modules we are creating with the help of functions. Already I told you that point. There in Angular JS we are using functional programming, and in Angular we are using class based programming. Classes we are creating here. Even in Angular JS no class is there. Then if class is not there, obviously there is no object oriented programming. Yes. You got the clarity in this?
Yes, sir.
Any more questions? Dattatreya. Now, our TypeScript we are going to start. Okay. So before the TypeScript, HTML point of view, some introduction I am providing to you, because we are working with the front end concepts. Okay, so your responsibility is you need to handle the login form, registration form, and sometimes you need to use the HTML controls in your programming point of view also. Okay, so in that point of view, for that you should have minimum idea on the HTML. Okay, anyhow UI designers can work with the HTML templates, everything. You are coming under UI developers, but in some companies, these two tasks are implementing by UI developers. That's why, anyhow, if we have some idea on the HTML, that is very, very helpful for us. So due to that reason, so only 1 to 2 sessions, means today and tomorrow we are discussing the HTML concepts. After that I will start the TypeScript concepts. Is it clear? Yes. Now I guess you people have idea on this HTML, so that's why I don't discuss so the regular and repeated concepts in HTML. For me the main thing is what is container, what is non-container, what is inline, what is block level. So why we have that pair tags, means open and closing tags for some elements. Okay, so what we can do with these tags, so that kind of information in HTML point of view we are discussing. Got it? Yes. So only 2 sessions we are spending with HTML according to my requirement to explain the concepts of Angular, which how much HTML is required, that only we are discussing. But in TypeScript point of view, complete TypeScript we are discussing here, and after that we are starting the Angular concepts. Now HTML. What is HTML? Tell me your words.
Hypertext markup language.
Not full form, I am asking what is HTML and means what we can do with HTML.
అది ఆ నెంబర్ నాదే ఈ
Why we
నెంబర్
are
నాదే.
using HTML?
ఏ కాల్ సార్? అవును మీరు
Anyone.
కాల్ చేసి కట్ చేశారు కదా అందుకని నేను కాల్
Good
చేశాను.
afternoon.
ఎక్కడున్నారు ఎక్కడున్నారని అడుగుతాను.
To design
ఎవరు
the
కాల్ చేశారు? ఎవరు కాల్ చేశారు?
Static web pages or web templates, right?
మీ ఫ్రెండ్
Like
ఎలా
that
ఫోన్
to
చేస్తారు
provide the
సార్?
structure to
తెలియని
the web
నెంబర్కి.
page. Like that we have, structure of the web page. Like that we have
అవును
many
సార్.
definitions
మా
here.
కాల్ నుంచి మిస్డ్
So
కాల్, మా ఫోన్ నుంచి
HTML
మిస్డ్ కాల్ మీకు
is
రాకుండా మీ ఫోన్ నుంచి మాకు మిస్డ్ కాల్ వచ్చింది.
a web technology we can
లేదు సార్,
use
నా దాంట్లో మిస్డ్ కాల్ ఉంది. అందుకని ఇప్పుడు మీరు మళ్ళీ కాల్ చేస్తే మేము
Design.
నేనే మాట్లాడింది. నేనే కట్ చేసి మాట్లాడాను.
web pages. Okay.
ఇంకోసారి చెయ్యకండి.
So we are using to design the web
హలో
pages. So now already told that full form. Yes. It stands for hypertext markup language. Okay. Now, what is the main role of HTML? So HTML is providing many elements, okay, like img, input, div, span, like the different types of elements we have. So these elements we are using to display the controls on browser. So every browser is providing some controls. If you take Mozilla Firefox, Internet Explorer, Google Chrome, etc., etc. So all these browsers are providing some controls. Using HTML, we can display the controls of browser. So here we are using different types of browsers like Internet Explorer, Mozilla Firefox, etc. All these browsers contains some controls like text box button, radio button, etc. These controls we can display with the help of HTML. Okay. Now here HTML provides many elements to display controls on. So HTML provides many elements to display the controls on browser. Example for these elements are nothing but here. Yes, input, img, okay, div. So every element we should enclose it with angle brackets. So what are the angle brackets here? Less than and greater than symbol we are using. Every element we should enclose it with angle brackets. Okay. So then we can call it as tag. Yes. So here img if we take within the less than and greater than symbol, these brackets we are calling as angle brackets. Okay. So then if we place inside this less than and greater than, then it becomes under tag. Like that input. Okay. Like that all the other elements. Okay. Fine. Now every element is providing many properties we can call as attributes. Yes. So every element is providing many properties. We are calling them as attributes. Okay. So here, these all points are very important to work with Angular. Is it clear? Yes. HTML point of view, what are the things we are discussing here? Those points are very, very important to work in this Angular, because in Angular also we are using these elements, everything. Okay. So Angular is providing different types of directives like ng class, ng style, etc., etc. So by that time, okay, to use those things, you must have idea on this HTML. Is it clear? Without knowledge on this HTML, you cannot work with these things. That's the main.
డైరెక్ట్ వెబ్సైట్లోకి వెళ్ళి
Okay.
మన జావా కోర్ జావా మీద
So attributes and properties. Okay. Example, if you take SRC is one property, type is one property. Like that, we have different types of properties here. We are also calling them as attributes. Is this clear? Yes. Every element is providing many properties we call as attributes. That is the point of this. Next. So, HTML file extension
ఏంటి మాధవి
could be dot .htm or dot .html. What the extension of this file? Yeah, it should be dot .htm or dot .html. Anything we can use here as the extension. Is this clear? This is about the concept of basics in HTML. Now I am creating a single, simple HTML program. Now go to this Edit Plus. Right now I am using Edit Plus, but after 2-3 classes I will discuss how to work with the Microsoft Visual Studio Code and how to use the plugins in that code. Okay, and what the options we have. So with that IDE we are creating the programs. We are using Microsoft Visual Studio Code. Now I am saving this file. One file I am creating. So demo.html. As I told you, HTML file extension should be .html. So HTML document structure is there. HTML tag, head tag, body tag. I am not touching those things now. In next session I will discuss. But here I am taking the support of body. Body, why we are using this body in HTML? To display elements. Okay, to play the elements. Okay, image, text box, button, all these elements we are placing inside this body. Now here, img I have given. So what is the purpose of this? Displays image control. So some controls we are closing directly like this, and some you observe it contains open and closing tags separately. So what is the difference? Why body contains open and closing tag? Why image contains these slashes? That topic I will discuss with containers and non-containers. First, let me show you one HTML document and that properties with the example of properties and tag. Okay. Now, source is equal to this source property we are using to specify which image I want to display on this control. Now, in my browser, if you observe, one image is the apple.jpg, mango, like that we have different images. I want to show mango.jpg. So this is property. Already I told you that point here. If you observe, every element is providing many properties. We can also call as attributes. These properties we are also calling as attributes. Okay, that is the point. Now here one more property we are using. Width is equal to 100 pixels. Save this. This is about demo.html. So which is created in the desktop. Now if you observe here, somewhere it is created. If you open this, it displays that mango.jpg. It is clear, it is displaying mango.jpg image. Okay, fine. Now one more. For example, I am taking img without any angle brackets. Then browser understanding this as image control or text message. How browser is understanding? Is browser understanding as image control? I given img here. Or normal plain text. What the output you are expecting?
Normal plain text.
Yeah, if you place inside the less than and greater than symbols, then only browser can consider it as one control. Okay, one tag means control. Otherwise, simply it is normal text. Save and refresh it, we are getting its energy like this. Is it clear? Yes. For example, here, Scott, within the angle brackets. Is it tag or not? Tag only. Okay, I have given the form of tag. Is it valid tag or invalid tag?
Invalid.
Invalid, because that Scott is not available. So then what is the result on this browser? This body, okay, this body. Yes, enter this white color work area we are calling as body on the browser. And on top of this we have title and address bar. This is head location. Is it clear? So this part we are calling as head location of the document, and this is body. So we are displaying the image control and other controls in the body. That's why I have taken the body tag. So my question is, if I refresh this browser, what it displays about this Scott? Any error message or Scott text or any other control? Which output you are expecting? Tell me.
That is part tag as text.
You are expecting Scott as text. Not
No.
expecting.
Nothing has to be appear.
Why nothing? Is it displaying error? Can we expect
No,
any
no.
error? Why no error? Because HTML is errorless technology. So it is not displaying any error messages. So if you provide any invalid tag, simply it ignores that one, but not raising any error message. Is it clear? Simply it is ignoring the tag, but it is not raising any error message. That is the concept of this. Okay. So now here, see the result of this. Yeah. You can't expect the text message here, and no error also displays anywhere here. So generally, client-side errors where I can see JavaScript errors. Okay, inspect, and in this developers tool, console is the option. So there generally, if any error is occurring in the client-side scripts, it displays here. But right now I told you one point, HTML is errorless. That's why no error message is coming here. Is it clear? But in JavaScript, at the time of discussion of JavaScript, every time we are opening this browser developers tool and going to the console to see the error messages. JavaScript displays the error messages. Okay, but JavaScript also not provide the proper errors here. So that's why here we are using TypeScript in Angular. TypeScript errors also we are seeing in the same way only. Right click, inspect, there we are choosing the console option. There only we can also see the errors of TypeScript. Is it clear? But in HTML point of view, we don't get any errors. Next one here, marquee is one tag which I am using here. Now marquee. What is marquee? Yeah, marquee we are using to display the scrolling content on the web page. For example, welcome to all I have given. Insert the marquee. If I refresh, you can see it displays welcome to all. That message is coming here. Yes. So this message is moving from one position, one end to another end towards left direction. Now you want to change the directions, you can change, and you want to increase or decrease the marquee speed, you can increase and decrease. By default, the speed is 8 pixels. So one property I am using nothing but attribute. Scroll amount is equal to 40. Now what the meaning of this? So the speed is increased to 40 pixels like this. In case scroll amount is equal to 4 I have given. So it is moving so that 4 pixels for every regular intervals of time. Is it clear? So if I give 100, so it is more faster like this. Now here the direction is one property. Direction is equal to left, that the default value already which we are seeing here means it is moving towards left. In case if I give direction is equal to right, then towards right direction. Down, but the height is less of this molecule. So I'm using style. You don't know styles, I guess. I will discuss with the styles also after some classes. Okay, I'm increasing the height of this molecule by using style. So don't worry about the style if you don't know. I will explain the styles also, because in Angular we are using NG class, okay, NG style. That time we are discussing some CSS properties. So anyhow, I have given 100 pixels. That's why it is expanded and it is moving like that. So let me decrease the speed of this. The default value is something around 8 pixels. You can see it is moving towards down direction. So if I give up here, it is moving towards up direction. Is this clear? What the default direction we have? Left. Okay. Now here behavior is equal to alternate I'm using. Alternate. What is this? Okay. It displays the text content in alternative directions. Okay. Okay, alternate. So now here, this is marquee and image. These two elements we have discussed. Inside this marquee, you can also place the image control. Then it will move that image like that. Now img source is equal to something like apple.jpg and width is equal to 40 pixels. I have given like this. That image is moving from one direction to another direction like that. Okay, in irctc.com website, if you observe, some scrolling information is available. So like that in many websites, some scrolling content is available. That is nothing but marquee they are using in that point of. Is it clear? So now, okay, fine, we discussed about image and marquee. Like that, we need to discuss some input controls also. Before that, the main concept is how many types of controls we have in HTML. So in our Angular application, you want to create the login or registration. Okay, these type of concepts you want to implement. So in that point of view, so first we should have complete clarity about the types of controls. How many types of controls we have, that clarity is very, very important. Yes. Can anyone tell me how many types of controls we have? Basically, HTML controls are elements. Anything we can use here. HTML elements are two types. What the first one? Container. Second one, non-container. Like there is two types. First one, and second one is non-container. Yes. So what is container and what is non-container? Yes, and again container divide into two types. Okay, so what are these types? And in interview commonly they are asking some questions like, what the difference between div tag and span tag? Yes, what is inline element? What is block level element? Okay, so like there some concepts are there. So related to this concept, they're asking some questions. That's why we need to cover this part here. So that topic I will discuss later. Before that, any doubts, any questions you have, you can ask me this. So till now we discussed the basics of HTML. So one more session is required for this. Okay, so after that I will start TypeScript concepts here. Okay, once TypeScript is complete, then I will start Angular concepts. But anyhow, HTML point of view, Some main very important. If you don't have idea, then you can't do any Angular program. That's why I'm discussing this, the required HTML concepts. Okay? Yes. So now, any more doubts, any questions you have? So till now this is clear. Pradeep, Ramesh, Vinay. Yes.
Yes, yes.
Yes, yes.
See, I didn't submit any notes to you. Actually, we are providing the notes, material, everything once the link change, okay, from demo to payment. But it will take 1 or 2 more sessions to change the link. Meanwhile, you want to read the content, practice these programs, okay? Not programs, program is not yet started. So you want to get some clarity about the discussed concepts. So further reference is required, na? So that's why that notes I'm pasting in chat window.
ఇలా పెట్టినావా?
Now here,
ఇటు
in the chat window, I'm sending you the messages.
పిలిచింది నన్ను వదిలేసిపోయింది చెప్పకుండా అంతా మాట్లాడుతూనే చెప్పకుండా ఎక్కడిపోయింది లోపలికి వెళ్ళిపోయింది నేను చూసుకుని అంతా ఏదో కూర్చోబెడుతున్నా మ్యాచ్ గురించి